welcome back to our second session of this conclave Spectrum 2023. So I would like to introduce our today's second speaker for conclave 2023. So his name is Mr. Gaurav Doshi. He's the founder of Few Point Consulting and boutique consulting firm providing brand marketing and sales acceleration solutions for its clients. He is a seasoned brand and marketing leader and a strategic executionist with over 70 years of experience to his GT. He has done MBA in Marketing Communications from MIT School of Management, Pune, and Bachelor's in Computer Science from Devi Ahilya University, Indore. In his initial phase of his career, he has worked with few national and international brands, including Tata Star Bazaar and Fruit of the Loom for over 12 years. And then in 2017, he started Viewpoints Consulting. Mr. Gaurav enjoys creating and leading high impact strategic marketing initiatives for diverse industry segments like real estate, FMCG, retail, apparel, startups, and education sector. Few of his key clients are Pristine Properties, Marvel Realtors, Goel Ganga, and many other like Mount Litera Z School, Seagull Advertising, and all others in his kitty. So this was a very few word introduction of Mr. Gaurav Doshi sir, and in his today's topic is an overview on the real estate marketing. I welcome you, sir, for this our second session of Virtual Conclave 2023, and requesting you to start with your session, handovering this platform to you. Thank you.
Uh, Thank you so much, Professor Bhagyashree. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. And it's good to, a Sunday morning and see a good crowd here is motivating. So I'll take it from here. Good morning, friends. Good morning, everyone. And I think you'll be from different parts of the country here. So good to have you all here. Uh, just to briefly give you an introduction about myself, the professor has explained, I'm around 16 to 17 years into purely brand and marketing sales solution, closely working with real estate category. And the reason, when I was discussing with the team at the college, we have chosen real estate as a category is because this market is evolving a lot. So, let me start with the presentation so we save on time. I'll share my screen here. This is me. Few Points Consulting is my agency. And today's topic is an overview on real estate marketing. I founded this company in around 2017. I started my career somewhere around 2016. So just to give a brief introduction, friends, about myself is I've worked in real estate as a category closely, which all categories I've worked with. I've worked with retail jewelry, a few brands I've worked along with them. Apparel, fashion, I've worked in clothing category, constructions, projects management. I've been associated with startup companies also. And I've done some work with education schools also to provide them marketing solutions and sales solutions. Few of my clients, just in glimpse of it, predominantly it's in Pune market. The brands I've been associated with because I am from Pune. So Marvel Realtors is into luxury retail. Their property starts from somewhere around 3 CR to 20 CR. Pristine Properties, Goel Ganga Group, Bharti Group is a Chennai-based developer. Convert again is into real estate. Chandu Kaka Saraf is a jewelry brand with around 20 jewelry stores. Vatanakul is a sustainable fashion brand, which is into Hatkarga, if you know a bit about the handloom, the artisans. Umanshi and Seagull are big time advertising agencies. One is based out of Pune, the other is based out of Mumbai. So I've done certain assignments with them. When I was working, I was also working with Star Bazaar Tata Group, in case you have heard of the brand. So I was with Star Bazaar for 5 years. Fruit of the Loom again is an US based Warren Buffet brand, innerwear brand, like Jockey is. So the brand is into innerwear. LTT Properties, Samasharan City, again into construction, real estate projects. And lastly, Mount Litera School, which is a premium Z Group school. So I've done certain marketing assignments along with them also. So you get in context about where I'm coming from. So today's topic is real estate marketing and overview. So why real estate marketing? So the reason I've been closely working for last 6 to 7 years with mid-sized real estate players to big-sized real estate players, to certain extent even with interacting with national brands on different assignments, different projects, and different opportunities with them. So what has happened is, real estate market, in whichever part of the country you are, whichever city or town you are, you must have seen the real estate is booming. The things are changing for good. It's getting more professional. It's getting more organized. The players who were not organized are getting, slightly sidelined by the organized players. So the market, एक जो पहले perception हुआ करता था कि real estate is more about people with political backing, with financial backing, with people who could manage different things, different portfolios. But the industry is becoming more professional now for last 5 to 6 years. It is evolving purely into a corporate format, the way other companies are operating. It could be FMCG brand, it could be a lifestyle brand, it could be a retail brand. So, few of the news articles, if you see, or few of the key researchers. So this is from IMARC. If you see this red highlight, I'll not get into detailing. This is 2023 to 2028 projection. And this is my conviction that why the topic should be real estate marketing, which is very niche here. That Indian real estate market size has reached 256.8 billion in 2022, which is last year. And when I did my calculation for my understanding, and if I could explain it to you, 256 or 257 billion in a year, the market size is 21 lakh crores in Indian national rupees. यानी 21 लाख करोड़ का real estate market है. Now this includes residential real estate market, commercial, organized, unorganized, to an extent infrastructure also, but that is the kind of opportunity and potential real estate has. And if you see the next line, friends, now it says it is going up to 780 billion USD dollars by 2028. So which is almost 3 times of what we are today. यानी आज से 5 साल में ये कम से कम 60 से 70 लाख करोड़ का मार्केट होने वाला है रियल स्टेट, because a lot of brands are entering here. So we are not talking about what marketing is. We are trying to understand what this market is, why this market has a bigger opportunity for you as students, or if you're planning to start your own enterprise. If you read about ET article, which is Economic Times, which is again in recent article, it says real estate has gotten major push by the current government, and the reasons are they have allocated like for 10 lakhs rupees 10 lakh crores for infrastructure development, which in a way impacts real estate very positively and directly. The government scheme of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, अगर आप लोगों ने सुना है, उसमें भी काफी स्टेक और पार्टिसिपेशन कस्टमर्स का बढ़ गया है. RERA has played a game-changing role here for a lot of players. A lot of confidence boosting has happened amongst customers and investors. Ki now India is in safe investment heaven. So even if you see, since RERA came 2016 and 17, a lot of international brands or international fund houses or even bigger national brands are participating in now in real estate because they feel it's a better and safe zone, and things are evolving. आज से 5-10 साल पहले आप देखेंगे, so who were the first ones who created brand कि builder तो बहुत सारे थे, but who were the first brands who actually made it happen that real estate could be a good thing. When I was in my college, and I'm also an pass out of MIT 2004 and 2006 from Pune. And Lodha was that time, I'm saying, 16 years back or 15 years back, Lodha was very aspirational. We never thought ki, a person who is purely professional, a person who is recruiting IIM and IT people could be a real estate player. Real estate was always considered the last leg of, career choice. But today it has become one of the finest choices and the highest paying choices, even for students. So from Bombay, Maharashtra, Lodha was in brand. Delhi NCR region was dominated by DLF. They were the first ones, among the first ones. Bangalore was with few brands like Prestige and Total. But what you will, I'm sure you must have been observing this. even national brands like Adani, Godrej, Raymond's, Tata Housing, Mahindra, who has nothing to do directly with real estate, now has a big time real estate SBU with them. And they're big time. Like Godrej may have some 7 to 8 projects already in pipeline, already at different stages of construction only in Pune. Mumbai is in different market. Adani is doing great in Delhi side region. It's doing great in Mumbai. Raymond Realty for last 2 3 years has started expanding. Tata Housing surprisingly is doing good job here. So the market is evolving. It's becoming more international market. It's becoming a more aspirational market. And because there's big money, हम लोग 21 लाख करोड़ की बात कर रहे हैं या 60 लाख करोड़ की बात कर रहे हैं, तो they see a huge potential here of organizing the real estate market. Plus, in case you have heard of brands like Trump Towers, so Donald Trump ka khud ka, from the ex-US president, he has his own real estate firm. Now they have licensed through somebody, and you have Trump Towers in Pune, you have Trump Towers in Delhi, you have Trump Towers in Mumbai and different parts of country, and they're licensing that kind of experience to the Indian market, and people are buying left, right, and center. Like Pune's Trump Tower might be starting broadly around I think around 12 CR. But still people are buying it. And it's not one apartment. 12 crore ke aise 40-50 apartments and people are buying it. This Philip Stark karke, great designer, again an international designer, he's licensing out big in Indian market in luxury segment. F Residences with your fashion TV, they have done certain tie-ups, certain formats. We know, we have heard about Gauri Khan. She's into real estate directly and indirectly. So homes branded by Gauri Khan, designed by Gauri Khan, interiors designed by Gauri Khan. Armani, which is started as a brand, which is into apparel and now got into real estate licensing. So the point I'm trying to make here is, if there's an opportunity, if the government is positive, bigger brands, bigger influences are coming to Indian market. And where there's an opportunity for all of us. Adding to it, again, coming back to first question, why real estate? There's a lot of NRI investments which is happening specifically after RERA. They feel parking their money has become easier in Indian market. Now, this could be Bangalore, Delhi, Patna, Chennai, the cities you name it, or even a lot of tier 2 and tier 3 cities. They're buying big time in terms of land parcel. I know good, few friends of mine who are staying in Pune. They're doing good in IT, but they prefer buying land parcels back in their hometown. This could be in different parts of Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Gujarat, or Madhya Pradesh. Millennials, which is this new generation, which is now I think around 25-28 range mein rahega. Now at this age also people are preferring and buying apartments. Their salaries have increased, their disposable incomes have increased, they've got international exposure. They understand investment and they understand the importance of having a own property. It could be an investment of a commercial, or it could be a self end use real estate as in house. Specifically after COVID, a lot of youngsters have started buying their own property. Important thing is the way Indian market is evolving. There's a lot of aspirational change which is happening in this category. Everybody wants a better lifestyle. Everybody is looking forward to upgrade. As simple as a society where I was living, it didn't have a swimming pool, but it didn't have a clubhouse. Now people are preferring that they go to a swimming pool, they go to clubhouse, they go to place where there's open space, there's senior citizen area. So a lot of product level changes and aspirations are being created into the residential market specifically. Plus, luxury housing market is at boom. To my surprise, I'll say I've been working closely in this category. After COVID, a lot of luxury home buying, which is starting 2 CR and 3 CR and go up to 20 CR, they are not facing any lull period. They don't have any challenges. If the product is good, if the design is good, there are a lot of customers who are buying into crores. One of the examples, I think there was a news in March. DLF in Delhi, they launched a luxury project, which one apartment was starting 7 CR. 7 crore का एक apartment था. 3 दिन के अंदर उन्होंने 1137 1137 apartments they have sold in luxury segment within 3 days, and their turnover or the sales value for 3 days was 8,000 crore. And this was in national news. Everybody was taken back. How is it possible कि 1100 apartments, 1200 apartment 3 दिन में they are completely 100% sold out? So again, real estate is a big opportunity and it is still at very nascent stage. बहुत initial stage में है आज की डेट में इंडिया में, and what you see after 10 years would be completely a different ball game. So simple. So this is the reason why our topic today we are focusing on real estate, types of real estate projects. We all know it, but the sake of simplicity, broadly speaking, a higher level pay, one bigger category is residential. The second category is commercial. So commercial could include your shops, your retail, your small offices, your large IT parks, your bigger Bandra Kurla complex kind of formats. और एनसीआर में जितना डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है बैंगलोर के आईटी पार्क से, सो एक छोटी दुकान से लेके इवन इन ह्यूज आईटी पार्क टेकन बाय वन कंपनी कम्स इनटू कमर्शियल. इट कुड बी मॉल्स, मल्टीप्लेक्सेस एंड मल्टीपल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ कमर्शियल जहां पे किसी भी फॉर्मेट का बिजनेस होता है. रेसिडेंशियल इज एंड यूज, एंड हाउस, PMAY scheme, which is lower income flats, there are middle flats, there are luxury flats, and there are different formats. Even studio apartments are popping up in at least larger cities now. There are two types of transaction which happens in real estate. First is sale, यानी सीधा फ्लैट खरीदना है. दूसरा है रेंट आउट करना है, and this applies to commercial also. So flat we all can relate, but if it is commercial, it is an office space. There are a lot of brands, a lot of people, a lot of investors. They prefer we want to buy our own property and set up something, or we want to rent it out. But to your surprise, there are many bigger brands. It could be Infosys, it could be TCS, it could be Barclays, it could be any international company. When they come to India, instead of buying a property, they prefer leasing a very premium property, very premium commercial property. Their rent could be even 20 lakhs and the rent could be even into CR, per month, depending on what size they are taking. So that's also a big market. And there are big players helping these brands, international brands, example, Wakefield, and they're bigger channel partners, broking companies, international companies. So think of real estate. What comes to your mind first? Anybody has any answer? Like in case somebody wants to unmute or tell कि real estate के बारे में सोचते हैं तो क्या first thing आता है mind में? So it does not become in one-way communication, or in case you want to reply on chat, that also works with me. I look forward to a couple of answers. 5 seconds. Think of real estate. What comes to your mind? Huge capital investment, brokerage, this cost. Perfect. The answer, EMI. That's an interesting one. Location, opportunity to invest, property investment, rent, big capital. I think, guys, you are closer to answer. We stop it here. When you think of real estate, what comes to everybody's mind is it's a big game. It's cash flowing in. It's huge money. Now, this could be form of a developer, a builder making money. This could be form of an investor investing money. This could be form of an end user, paying EMI. So it is a big game. We're talking about 21 lakh crores opportunity in Indian market. So it's all about money. It's a big investment. Not every person, every businessman could get into real estate. It requires huge capital investment also. So moving ahead. So we'll start with, just to make it sound more interesting, and where do we start thinking from is what are marketing investment? What are budgets? So there's a project investment, jahan pe you're buying in land, this construction cost, you're setting up everything. The other costs which are involved is, I'm just saying the government licensing fees, different approvals, different sanctions, the contractors in place. But here what we'll focus on, what is a marketing budget looking like. So when I'm launching a real estate product, let's say I have 100 apartments or 200 apartments to sell, And since I'm a marketing and sales person, I'll talk specifically about marketing investments and budgets. So one of the examples which will lead us to the further conversation here is, how does a marketing budget look like? So if you see, friends, here, we are talking about there are 250 units. If you see bottom mein, left mein, there's a project where we need to sell 250 units. Average price of that particular unit, one unit, या एक अपार्टमेंट का कॉस्ट लगभग 67 लाख है. टोटल वैल्यू वो प्रोजेक्ट का 167 to 200 crores का है. Right now, when as a marketing person or any marketing professional, we want to plan a marketing campaign. The reason being, we need to create awareness. The reason being, we need to generate new leads around it. We work on this kind of table for approval, and there could be different formats. But 167 crores का मुझे लगभग 2.5% marketing में invest करना है. Depending on the project, it can even go up to 5% and 6%. But very conservatively, the marketing investments in any real estate residential project 2 से 3% के बीच में जाता है in an ideal scenario. And then that particular budget is split into digital, which is your Facebook, Instagram, multiple things. Your print advertising, Times of India, Sakal, Pune Times, Mumbai Times, different papers, the Hindus. We do a lot of advertising there also, real estate as a category. Your out of home media, which are your outdoors, airport branding, and multiple aspects we see across the city, your hoardings, billboards. Radio we are aware of. There is hyper local promotion, going to societies, going to corporate houses, getting bigger deals, getting bigger set of customers. And there are multiple other aspects of brokerages, CP, communication. There could be an event, a launch event, which is done. So broadly, this is a breakup of, if you see, I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. So broadly, if you see, it's an investment of 4 crores to sell an inventory of around 167 crores. And this is marketing investment, there's construction cost, there are brokerages which has to be paid. So there are multiple aspects around it. Moving ahead. So example, we have 4 crores, or if the project size is 1,000 apartments, it could even go up to 40 crores, which has to be invested over a period of project life cycle. So what I'm showing, if I get this 4 crores or 40 crores, what are 31 bulletproof marketing avenues? What can I do? I'm saying, which is you see as a category. Real estate mein itna opportunity hai na marketing karne ka ki there's no end to it. When I was putting down this presentation last week for, this particular thing, I realized, there's some things I'm still missing on it, and no other category can match to it. So even if you talk about FMCG like Hindustan Lever, they could have bigger marketing investments category. But जहाँ पे इतना छोटा से इतना बड़ा बड़ा चीज अपन कर सकते हैं मार्केटिंग में, and there are opportunities are endless. So right now I'm trying to bring, basis my understanding and experience, that 31 different marketing avenues for real estate. So starting first is corporate or national branding. See, हम लोग जानते हैं real estate broadly is a very regional format, a local format, city-driven format. In bigger cities, you also get investments from nearby cities or people who have moved out from cities. Since I'm from Pune or Mumbai, I can say example is like Pune. So there are projects in Pune where people who are staying in Pune, living in Pune for 10, 20 years, 60 years, they are definitely buying property. But a lot of people who have moved out of Pune, gone to Dubai, gone to Mumbai, gone to different parts of India or international, they also invest in Pune. And their brands like, I'm saying Lodha is one of the examples, apart from selling regionally, because after 90%, yeah, 70% at least customers is coming from that particular city only. What we are doing here is they are also building a brand on a national level because unka spread bada hai. Their vision is bigger. So I'll take you to one quick example, how Lodha does national branding. I'll just try and play this for you. Is it audible? You can just reply yes.
सारी दुनिया देख ली, पर ऐसी दुनिया कहीं नहीं. खुशियां जहां पल के बिछाए रहती हैं, बचपन कभी चहकता है तो कभी महकता है. नजरें जहां तक भी चली जाए, आंखें मुस्कुरा ही देती हैं, क्योंकि एक ही नाम है जो जीने के अंदाज को बदल रहा है। कम होम टू द बेस्ट, कम होम टू लोडा, इंडियाज नंबर 1 रियल एस्टेट डेवलपर।
So, this is what you see when they're doing branding nationally. Now, this branding nationally does not mean they might be doing a TV ad. They might be doing TV ads or TVCs, what we call in marketing term, into their particular markets. But YouTube also as a medium, your Reels, your Facebook have become a very strong medium to reach out on a very larger level. Akshay Kumar is their brand ambassador even today for last couple of years. This is what you see their print ad when they are promoting on a national level. So there are very few brands like Lodhas or Godrej's. They are doing a corporate campaign or a national campaign for real estate. For making it a national brand, even brands are promoting it on news portals like Money Control, Economic Times, Times of India, Hindus, or I'm saying even regional papers like Rajasthan Patrika, Divya Bhaskar, Dainik Bhaskar, and they're trying to promote that we are a very bigger brand. So this is a marketing strategy for them to get a lot of confidence building among customers and especially in investors. So Loda developers report sales booking at rupees 2,608 crores during December quarter. यानी 3 महीने में उनका करोड़ मतलब 1,250 crore का sales हुआ है. And then they try and build around it as in marketing property. So a lot of PR is happening around it. The second out of 31 is now when you think of a product floor plan, you work on renders and floor plan. Renders means this. So even अभी आपने सिर्फ लैंड पार्सल लिया है, आपने प्रॉपर्टी विजुअलाइज करा, यू वर्क विद आर्किटेक्ट्स, यू वर्क विद डिफरेंट डिजाइन एजेंसीज एंड यू ट्राई एंड डिफाइन आपका प्रोडक्ट कैसा दिखेगा. So a customer could even 1 year before he takes up the property, he could start visualizing कि I'm taking this particular flat on the left, right top corner. This is the view. This is my clubhouse looks like, or this is the library looks like. So there are 3D renders, 3D projections, visualizations of your property. And after RERA coming in, specifically, the developers cannot fool around with this design. अगर उन्होंने ये यहाँ पर, I'm just saying even to an extent, if they're given this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, what you see on the swimming pool, the light has to be provisioned there. And there are a slim possibility a customer might pick up this कि ये देख के मैंने खरीदा था. I'm exaggerating, but that is the level of detailing the brands are getting into now. This is again called a 3D top view of the building, which gives you a perspective. I'm sure you all must at different stages of your life must have gone to a certain real estate buying cycle, renting cycle, and you could relate to it. So I'll not talk. So it gives you, this is my tower A, this is my tower B, C, this is my tower D, this is the road, which is east, what is west. So this is very important sales tool for the sales team to sell it, explain it to the customer, kitna drive hai, kahan parking hai, basement kahan pe, left hand side mein aapka clubhouse hai. So these are very hygiene and important sales and marketing tools where marketing team is involved actively in many organizations. Floor plans, we all know how would a particular 3 BHK or a 2 BHK would look like, uska sizing kya hai, carpet kya hai, balcony kya hai. So this is again your first start of your marketing thinking thought process when your project is sanctioned and ready to go live. The third is walkthrough and virtual tools. So हमने अभी जो देखा है, they are all static images. 2D images, you can start visualizing it, but there are I'm saying 2D walkthroughs also which are in place. So I'll just take you through a quick example of what a walkthrough is. slightly lengthier, so I'll just take it forward and then we discuss. So this is mapping the location for the customers. Then वो location पे आपका project कहाँ पे आ रहा है, ABC tower कौन सा है. You can hold and say, my flat is here and I can see the clubhouse. Your parkings are defined. Ground level parking, level 1 parking. Bigger cities, parking is a bigger problem. You don't have that much of space. How your clubhouse looks like. Kitchen. And then we try and close it towards an evening view. What is that concept of the project? How far is your IT park? How far is your shopping? How far are your metro stations? What is the distance of your schools and colleges? And then closing it. So project 3 साल तक बिकता है, but this is something it is very important for any decent sized project today. This helps give confidence to the customers because customers को उतना visualization कभी-कभी नहीं हो पाता है. So this really helps a lot of customers making decisions, and hence people invest from 3 lakhs to 20-25 lakhs on developing this walkthrough. Now coming to a new technology which is VR and which is virtual reality and augmented reality in their full forms, where you have these Oculus glasses and there's a programming done. You see the entire 360 degree of your sample apartment. So आप ये पूरा glasses पहनते हैं ऐसे, and if you try and check sometimes on Google or YouTube, you'll find certain examples of how it is. So you wear these glasses and then when you see around, you feel like you're living in that room. So this is happening big way, still nurturing. Bigger brands are doing it. A lot of brands are experimenting with, still in learning and development phase of it. Now, this is something very interesting, and I'll not say very new technology, but it's relatively picking up now with bigger brands. And because this is expensive, so आप यहाँ पर जो देख रहे हैं, this is 3 sides of a room. This is left wall, this is right wall, this is center wall. And instead of seeing a straight 2D walkthrough, जैसा अपन ने लास्ट में देखा, जनरली सेल्स ऑफिस में क्या करते हैं कि टीवी लगा देते, बड़ा स्क्रीन 60 इंच का, 70 इंच का, or a bigger screen and LED screen, and you play your walkthrough. But to give this immersive room experience, अभी आपका एक सामने वॉल की जगह आपके साइड में तीनों वॉल पे थिएटर जैसे ये आपका वॉकथ्रू चलता है. I'll just give you an example in the next slide quickly. So this is a room, सामने audience बैठा है, तीनों साइड पे walls है, which is white walls created through certain screens. There is a small mock-up scale model created of this building in the white. So building रहेगा 100 feet का, 500 feet का, but this is a 15 feet model. And इसके ऊपर lighting और projections के through entire experience create किया जाता है. I'm sorry. So what we have seen is called immersive experience. This is done using high-end techniques, high-end projectors, and this may cost something around starting 35-50 lakhs and goes up to even CR depending on developer ka scale क्या है project का, क्या luxury, what is he wants to promote, and people and brands are investing in it because they are selling an inventory. Let's say we are taking, we were speaking of an example like 8,000 crores DLF ने 3 दिन में बेचा, तो उनको इस पे 1-1.5 करोड़ डालने में प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता है. They see it as a positive investment to give that experience to their customer. The fourth point here is 3D model of the building. which is physical model. आपने किसी ना किसी फॉर्मेट में कहीं देखा होगा. तो ये कैसा है, पूरा एक 10 फीट का, 8 फीट का, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द स्केल एंड द साइज ऑफ द लोकेलिटी or the size and the area of the sales office. We create a 3D building there, which is a physical building, but only 7-8 feet. And you see actual apartments, lighting kaisa rahega. A lot of detailing is done here. Let's say it's in bungalow, or if you want to show even in single apartment, how would it look like? What is this? So this is your entrance. And customers get excited about it. They can start visualizing their personal lives in it. You know, how comfortable they are buying this apartment. So जो पहले अपन ने देखा था, एक सिर्फ आउटलाइन फ्लोर प्लान था, उसी को एक 3D में मॉकअप क्रिएट करा है. उनका बालकनी ऐसा व्यू रहेगा, ग्लास बालकनी रहेगा, इतना ओपन स्पेस रहेगा, आपका वार्डरोब कहाँ पे आएगा. एंड दिस मेक्स इट वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. प्लस इट गिव्स सेल्स टीम अ लॉट ऑफ कंटेंट टू सेल एंड टॉक अबाउट. Sales office setup, side branding, and you know what I'm trying to show here is maximum of, I'll say 80% is work I have done and executed. So I can put it across very strongly. I've taken few cases and case studies of different brands also here. So this is my brand, Pristine Properties, where I've been consulting for 6 years. So sales office setup करना है. And now this is in barren land. कुछ नहीं रहता है, खुदाई चलता है, construction material आता जाता रहता है, JCB काम करते हैं, but we create a sales office experience here. This side branding, what happens here, the bottom panel, what you see. So though there are patras around, we try and brand it very nicely. This is a retail mall which I've recently launched in Pune, in the heart of the city. So entire event, we manage it from a marketing point. Entire side branding, under construction building, how the sales office looks like. Website and landing page. So there are two things. Now we know कि website लगता है, but website is a different thing and landing page एक अलग चीज है. So website is your company's website, your project's website, any company, any brand, any category, you create your website, you talk about your project. So we know about website. And for people who are not aware about landing page, to an extent, I'm sure, since you are into your education right now, but you are also experienced, you'll have come across these terms. But the landing page is more to do with lead generation. आप यहाँ पर देखेंगे तो काफी कुछ inquiry form pop-up पे आता है. Fill your number, fill your names, because that is one of the most important aspects of getting leads. As compared to your previous slide where website is more clean, more brand experience, this is hard selling. So when your Google ad runs or your Facebook ad runs and person clicks on it, they are not diverted to the website in today's scenario. They are diverted to a landing page, which is very short form of a website. And the idea is to get your name and number and email ID. So we can start calling you, we can start approaching you. Social media, we all are very much familiar today in this digital era. Social media plays a very key role in creating a good experience for the brand, where the brands could talk about their story, talk about their vision, talk about their project. So some of the examples of Instagram, brands have even gone into formats like Pinterest. So when we think of social media, we think of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn to an extent. But certain aspects of Pinterest has been explored by a lot of luxury brands in very nicer way. YouTube plays a very critical role. जितना भी video content अपन पहले discuss कर रहे थे, walkthrough, projection mapping, project shoot, different reels, everything is promoted here. Video content in today's scenario is consumed at a very high level. LinkedIn plays an important role when it comes to selling real estate, because it helps in relating to the brand, it helps in connecting the people, and it gives confidence because you are seeing there would be hardly anyone who is faking around his LinkedIn profile. Even developers are working on their personal brand. So he's Mr. Rohit Gera. He's managing director, Gera Development from Pune, a very huge company, one of the top companies in Pune market. So they are also working on their personal brand because they want customers should start believing in the brand and in the project and in the individual also. Now, moving next is we are talking about sales kit. What any sales team which is at the site, who's speaking to the customers, who's speaking to the brokers, who's speaking to investors, and who's speaking and taking this project, जिनका responsibility है cash in house लाने का माल बेच के, वो लोग क्या करते हैं, उनको क्या लगता है marketing points, and where does marketing play a role here. So your marketing collaterals includes your brochure and multiple. It could be brochure, inquiry forms, leaflets, pamphlets, site branding. So some examples I'm taking, the top ones here. Your standees, which are placed at events, which are placed at sites. You try and give them certain gifts, certain giveaways. You need a bag, you need a corporate stationery there. But if you see, everything is integrated. It's not this coming out of blue. When you're thinking of a project, you think of creating one brand in its completeness. Coming to hoardings, billboards, out-of-home media. These are actual executions. So your hoardings have this virtual number, if you see. So this is the technology which we call as virtual number, calling number. And people call on this number, the inquiry gets generated, which is nurtured further into walk-ins and then converted into sales. Print advertisement, newspaper ads, Times of India main issue. ये ad का cost नहीं करके भी 35 to 40 lakhs है. Page 1 and page 2. Economic Times when you are promoting brand, Times of India. Innovation, what you see here, left hand side flap. So it is not printed here. There's a vertical flap here. जिसको आप खोल सकते हैं. This is left hand side. If you see, it's a quarter page ad. Coming to performance marketing and lead generation. Everybody is on mobile today. You, me, I, your family, including kids who are 2 years or 3 years old. They are engaged with this device. And us marketers, good or bad, our job is to come out of that device and shout, hey guys, listen, I'm here. My brand is here. This is like, I'm selling a 2 BHK, I'm selling a 3 BHK, I have shops with me, I have something to rent out. This could be as good as schools coming out and talking on various targeting, various profiling to customers. Admissions are open. This could be FMCG projects. You go to Amazon. You try and look out for something, and when you're again scanning through your different Facebook profiles or even through certain websites, you will come across the same product, same ad in different formats. The entire objective, for us as marketers is to come out of this mobile and shout and get your attention as end consumer. Now, when it comes to mobile, what is the first thing what comes to our mind is SMS and WhatsApp. How builders and developers are using it. So the left hand side is SMS. You get this unwanted SMS. So you know who is sending it. It's people like me who are into marketing, who are sending you this SMS. And trust me, people are selling into hundreds. 100, 200 flat का project सिर्फ SMS पे भी बिकते मैंने देखा है. So, we feel it's irritating, but from a marketing point, this one call is worth rupees starting 30 lakhs and can even go up to 2 CR, 3 CR. Because there is a customer who is looking forward to buy. As marketers, we are thinking how to reach out to this customer. WhatsApp has become now a lot commercial. आप सभी WhatsApp use करते रहेंगे, and you must have come across a lot of messages which are promotional messages, unwanted messages, because WhatsApp is now trying to monetize itself into various formats. So this is development, I think, has come into picture at least from last 1 year, and brands are actively using it in different formats. Emailers, your inbox, you see a lot of emailers which are coming. Couple of examples. If you see the highlighted one here, bottom left. This is a promotional emailer which is sent on a certain database. When you open this emailer, it looks like something like this on the right hand side. If you see here at the bottom, there is an inquiry form, a pre-filled inquiry form. A customer just needs to submit it. 90% customers will spam it, 90% customers will delete it. But वो जो 10% customer inquiry form भरेंगे ना, वो करोड़ों का business देके जाएंगे brand को. And brands are open to it. How much ever a customer calls back, shouts, yells, spams, but it's it's a medium, it's a strong medium to generate revenue and business. But saying that SMS, WhatsApp, and emailers, because as the category is organizing itself in a bigger way, the brands have become responsible. पहले जैसा होता था रैंडम कुछ भी कहीं भी HDFC जैसा कॉल आ गया, वैसा नहीं रहता है. There is a schedule, there is a cycle, there is an D&D policy which the brands follows. And the government tries, especially for the calling, everything has come up with very strict rules, very paid rules. So there's a cost for any single message which is coming to you. So it's not only the SMS cost, you also pay to try. Try also charges like 0.25 paisa on this SMS. Newspaper insertion. आप मॉर्निंग में आपके घर पे जो भी न्यूज़पेपर आता होगा, you just pick this newspaper and just कचरा निकाल के you dump in dustbin. उसके लिए there's an huge cycle, a very big cycle which goes across from designing, from printing. 3:30-4 बजे वहां पर जो डिपो रहता है न्यूज़पेपर का, सुबह सुबह this team who is diligently working here, they insert paper like in factory. उनका जो you must see it in case you have a newspaper depot there. So before you dump this tens of things coming to your house into dustbin, think somebody has put in a lot of efforts here. But saying that, again, there's a business opportunity coming from this mediums also. Because let's say I cannot do a 30 lakhs ad, I cannot do a 6 lakhs ad on Mumbai Times or Times of India, but I can work locally with some supplier there and he can do 1 lakh insertions for me. So instead of paying 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, मेरा वो 50,000 में काम हो जाता है, 60,000 में काम हो जाता है. Hence brands do it. Radio, we all are aware. So multiple stations, multiple formats with the radio, apart from playing your vanilla ads to integrating with RJs. Even you can ask your RJ, boss, mera site launch hai. Please do your setup here and get your people here. So RJs even come at a cost to our sales office, our site office. And they say, today I'm here sitting at XYZ project and I can see wonderful things happening here. He speaks to customer. So there are multiple formats apart from the pure ad, the 10-second or 20-second ad. We get irritated listening during the songs. There are multiple formats even these brands are adding to the entire marketing ticket. Multiplex branding, we go to malls, multiplexes. So, this is some of the campaigns I have done. I'll just play one of the multiplexes clip.
मुझे मेरे perfect match की तलाश थी. I was looking for good looks, trustworthiness, strength and stability. Finally found my perfect match. Pristine property. Pristine में वो सब qualities है जिसकी मुझे तलाश थी. Trustworthiness, beautiful architecture, quality construction, and transparency. And I think Pristine मेरा ही नहीं, हर home buyer का perfect match है.
So this is something, since let's say the brand or the category didn't afford to go it on TV or, different formats, multiplexes becomes a very targeted, because my project is, let's say, into Chandni Chowk area of Delhi or a certain prime locality of a certain city. Then in that case, I can target 5 multiplexes around it. So why to go to the entire world and talk about a project? Because 90% customers मेरा वो 5 किलोमीटर की periphery में से आने वाले. Property exhibition, society activations. Moving quickly, guys. So in your city, in your town, you must have seen the different exhibitions which happen. Property exhibitions are a big time thing. 100 of people walking into property exhibitions. It's generally done over weekends. So there's a participation fee here. There's a stall setup fee here. And it works good in the favor of brand. And the important reason here is that there are multiple brands who are coming. So this becomes a one-stop solution for end consumer to come to this property exhibition and figure out what would work better for him. And let's say, as one brand, my challenge would be to get a lot of customers. But when there are multiple brands, there's a lot of cross-selling which also happens here. This is now something come up over last 2 years or 3 years. I'm very active with all the categories. I'm not saying only real estate. This is across multiple categories where instead of doing exhibition, instead of doing something, I'll not say even instead of doing. Now this is a new medium where brands are going directly to your society, especially in the bigger cities, जहाँ पर let's say 500 apartments है, 1000 apartments है, 300 apartments है. उन societies में you can formally, there are agencies who are playing a role. You can set up your kiosk. You can be there on the weekends. You get and connect to the WhatsApp group of the society. There are lifts. Wherever there are lifts, वहाँ पे lift पे ये LED screen installed रहता है where your ad could run for 10 seconds. So this is happening very one-on-one. So what in marketing and all the companies are trying is I need to get connect to this customer. Now doing an hoarding could be a possibility. जहाँ पे possibility उसका मुझे call करने का कम है, यहाँ पे possibly weekend पे because he's free, he'll just walk down and come to my stall. And for me, that is a lead which is could be 50 lakhs or could be in 1 crore property. Next is concerts, events. Pune, Godrej Properties when launched there, one of the projects they got Udit Narayan. They sold the tickets, so they made money also out of it. But they got a good crowd from that vicinity, and they created a good brand hype. So 2 ghante ka live in concert with Udit Narayan, and people are coming and piling, and they're selling the project indirectly there. They're creating a brand here. They're giving an experience to the customer. Moving ahead, the awards. There are a lot of awards, different categories, different forums, different government bodies, print bodies, journalists, newspapers. They do awards in various categories. These are Indian-based awards. These are international awards, and brands participate in it. क्योंकि जब customer आता है, we say, Times of India ने हमको best selling project of the year दिया या most eco-friendly project of the year दिया है. Customer का confidence वहाँ बढ़ जाता है, and there is a research which is done behind it. PR, which is your news article specifically on your print, on even digital, lot of consumption is happening. So talking about different brands, they're talking about their property, they're talking about corporates. This is something I've recently done. Pune's Kumtekar Road gets in shopping destination. Project आज से 6 महीने बाद मिलेगा, अभी तक बिका नहीं है. But we are trying to market it. So across Maharashtra, top 4-5 cities, different papers. So it's not advertising. This is called advertorial. This is called PR, because news का एक trust और credibility थोड़ा ज़्यादा रहता है, and the cost is also better here. So even you can pay and get your article parked at Times of India website, timesofindia.com. There are certain norms, there are certain policies, but it is possible. And for marketers or companies, this is a marketing tool. When I got Parindri Chopra for a brand, we took a paid option to create a brand, a quote from the developer owner, she's a brand ambassador now, and playing it very nicely like a news article. Digital ads. So we talk about social media. So the other format is called performance marketing, जहाँ पर जैसे आप न्यूज़पेपर में ऐड खरीदते हैं, जहाँ से आपको कॉल्स आते हैं, जहाँ से आप होर्डिंग खरीदते हैं, वैसे आप timesofIndia.com पे, moneycontrol.com पे, various websites, hundreds of avenues to advertise digitally. The top 4-5 I'm bringing here for you right now. So this is timesofIndia.com website. The red outline 53% वाला, that's an ad property. Left and right में आप जो दोनों panels देख रहे हैं XLRI का, उसका cost नहीं करके भी 5-6 लाख रुपया एक दिन का रहेगा. Minimum, I'm just saying. I've not explored for long, but this was 10 years back when I was speaking to Times of India. For the homepage banner, they used to charge somewhere around 7-8 lakh rupees. If you see this right hand side thing, again 53%. This is an ad property. So see, observe what media is, apart from news, is also about advertising, because that is where the revenue comes from. So आपको news से ज़्यादा ad दिख जाएगा. Now these are called native ads. Just 100 bagger stock is enough to change your life. It's promoted like in news. So this native ads are called like Columbia format, slightly technical, but this is in property of Times of India, where your ad goes as a news. So person thinks it's a news, he clicks it and he goes to your landing page. And then he's into that sales cycle and sales loop. So there are different companies like Columbia, they are into native advertising. Your Google display ads, right hand side pay, I'm on my inbox, Yahoo, and I see Right hand side, there's an ad popping up from different brands. This is your Facebook advertising. So you see sponsored ad, this sponsored tag here, Pristine Properties ke niche. There's a get quote here. When you click on get quote, you get this form open, you fill your details and you submit it. You start getting calls, you start getting WhatsApp and SMS or email from the brand. So, but it is intent driven. See, nobody's forcing you. Your boss is click karo. So customer is seeing something, he's liking something, he's making up his mind and then clicking on get a quote and submitting his details. So बाद में क्रिप करना कि मुझे इतने कॉल्स क्यों आते हैं, तो वो भी कहीं ना कहीं कस्टमर की गलती है. These are your Google search ads. So whatever you see as ad, these are all paid ads. Whenever you click on this particular ad, Google charges us the money. So whenever you search something top of Google, I'm sure आप लोगों ने देखा रहेगा. So this is purely keywords advertising your Google search ads. So ad की जगह आजकल यहाँ पे sponsored लिखा आने लग गया. So which is a recent development from Google in its algorithm. Your ranking SEO, आप लोगों ने ये word सुना होगा, बहुत सुना होगा, done and dusted. SEO plays a very critical role in terms of bringing your brand top on Google search engines and various search engines. The next interesting thing is online reputation management. So see, one thing is advertising. Second thing is whatever we are buying today, we are reading reviews. We buy a pencil, we buy a notebook, we buy something from Amazon, Flipkart or anything. We try and read in review. So वो review manage करने के लिए भी active efforts है. वो review manage करने के लिए various agencies are in place. So we are talking about online reputation. Just give me a second. Now, online reputation also happens on all these platforms. It's not only about Google reviews. People go to your Facebook, read your comments. People go to your Pinterest, Twitter has become a very big medium. And there are multiple social platforms where online reputation has to be managed actively. So example is, if you see this right hand side, your Google reviews are here. We are all aware, we read Google reviews. Now, these are also managed by the brand. The teams are working on it, actively speaking to customers, requesting customers. Some brands randomly also do fake reviews here, which in terms Google algorithm catches it. But they play a very important role in defining mouthshut.com, Quora.com, for job portals or people who are seeking jobs, their ambition box, their Glassdoor, where as an employer, how this brand is. And the brands are working on it. They try and manage their brand imagery, their reputation across multiple platforms. Pre-sales call center, jitne calls aapko aate hain, there are dedicated teams working and you cut it, no, not interested, not interested. But there's one person who is interested. This, that is giving us in sales of selling one unit. So I'm saying very rough format. When I was managing my call center, there's a team, there's a setup, there's a technology what takes care of. There are people who are calling back to back, nurturing leads. In glamorized things, the call center looks much good, like in KPO and a BPO. But this could be an as simple and as humble setup like this, where there's a dedicated team making calls and nurturing your leads. This category, real estate, has become very technology driven also. So, remember on hoardings, I was mentioning there's one number which is mentioned, which is called virtual number. So there are companies who provide this virtual number. आप जितने भी calls करते हैं, वो call उस dashboard पे register होता है. So this is one of the examples of MQ was in company. So they have given us a certain number. And whenever I attend a call on my team, I'm the same, sales team, pre-sales team, it is blue. It shows what was the start of the call. Like what it started at 15:45, it ended at 15:47. All the red ones are missed call. There's an SMS notification. So everything is trackable. It's not miss call, miss हो गया 10 call एक साथ आए तो किसको call करना है ये पता नहीं. इसके बाद this leads are getting stored into a lead management system, which is again in software. So वहाँ पे calls आ रहे हैं, call register हो रहे हैं, but आपके Facebook से भी call leads आ रही है, लोग inquiry form कर रहे हैं, walk-ins भी हो रहे हैं, brokers भी ला रहे हैं. ये सब एक जगह store होना चाहिए Excel की जगह. So this is called an LMS system, CRM tool, or a pre-sales lead management system, which goes up to even booking and your final selling of the project. where you can see how many calls the person has done today, what are my active leads, what are my unqualified leads, how many walk-ins are done, what are hot leads, kitna conversion hua hai. Real estate now also is working on actively on research. So before launching a project or during the launch of project, they try and study the market a lot, which is again very formal research. So this company called, one of the examples is I've done recent work with Colliers for this retail project. They studied this micro market of which is the city area, Pate area, what we call of Pune, कि वहां पे कितना डेली फुटफॉल्स होता है, वहां पर एक शॉप का एवरेज साइज क्या है, व्हाट इज देयर लीजिंग रेट, व्हाट इज देयर बाइंग रेट, वो मार्केट में पोटेंशियल क्या है, क्या टाइप की नेशनल ब्रांड्स वहां पे देख रही है. सो मल्टीपल एस्पेक्ट्स दे रिसर्च इट, दे पुट इट ऑन द टेबल, which helps in making a good marketing and sales decision for any brand. There are agencies like what you see CRE who work on entirely the registration data. So आप जितना भी registry होता है आपकी property का, it is stored on government websites. There are agencies who download this data. They work on reference. They create an inference there कि यहाँ पे इस locality में last एक साल में average selling price per square feet ये था, average rental price for a commercial property leasing price ये था. तो उस बेसिस पे द ब्रांड आल्सो डिसाइड्स कि मुझे कितना उससे ऑप्टिमाइजेशन निकालना है. सेलिब्रिटी एंगेजमेंट has become, मतलब it has been for ages I think, but now brands are doing it very nicely, developers are doing it very nicely. Few of the examples, this is when I got associated, for my client with Parinditi Chopra. We did in one year engagement, and this worked really good in terms of number and sales also, because people start considering your brand. They start observing your brand, remembering your brand better than what they were. So it becomes top of mind brand eventually, seeing the campaign. So, this was when we did Pariniti Chopra. Suzanne Khan, Hrithik Roshan's ex-wife, she also works as an interior designer. She is also a celebrity endorser. Deepika Padukone has done for Lodha, a very luxury project in Pune. Kapil Dev has done in Pune with a brand called Kohinoor, and their engagements are different. It's not only one format of advertising. Engagements काफी different हो सकते हैं. It could be an event-based engagement. It could be a 1 month engagement. It could be an year-long engagement. Now we all are on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Shorts, Reels. Like our half of life is going there. So marketers don't leave that opportunity to reach you. So there are a lot of influencers, bloggers. So top 5, 5 topmost real estate influencers in India. They talk about real estate. कि real estate में क्या हो रहा है, वो city में क्या हो रहा है, वो micro market में क्या हो रहा है, RERA में क्या हो रहा है, and they create content. And people, because real estate is very emotional category, people want to be risk free. They want to listen to 10 reviews. They want to go to YouTube, Google, Facebook. उस property के बारे में सब कुछ सुनना है उनको before they make this big investment. And these are the people who are talking about the category, the do's and don'ts of real estate, and they have a great following. उनको 5-10 मतलब likes भी मिलते हैं. Now, one of the projects in Pune, Godrej launched their property, and if you see all these girls standing there, they are professionals. They are influencers, lifestyle influencers. They come to a property launch. They come to your sample office, sales office. They create content. They tag you on their Instagram. And that is the way the traction happens. And it's very economical also, considering the value of the property. Property portals, again, magicbricks.com. As a brand, as an individual, you can list your property there. You can even advertise on their banners, their properties. This plethora of brands who are into property formats, from 99 acres to Magic Bricks to Common Floor, housing, makan.com, and there are many things which are coming up also. And this category like nobroker.com, they are also into property portal, and customers are going there and posting there and trying to create their transactions, make their transactions happen. Brands are investing big on that. For example, for a bigger project, when Magic Bricks takes a project, they say 50 लाख दो, एक महीने में हम आपको इतना लीड्स देंगे. तो बिल्डर का बजट आई एम सेइंग उतना लार्ज होता है कि वो सिर्फ मैजिक ब्रिक्स पे एक महीने में 30 से 50 लाख रुपीस इन्वेस्ट करके रेवेन्यू जनरेट करता है. एंड गिविंग 30 lakhs to Magic Bricks is a big thing, but they work and they deliver results on it. Now you have existing customers. Any developer has existing projects. Then new customers which are happening. We try and even nurture them. So refer as a customer, get in 10 gram gold coin. आपका कोई रेफरेंस है, फ्रेंड है, कोई आपका रेफरेंस दिया, वो खरीदता है तो हम आपको 10 ग्राम का गोल्ड कॉइन दे देंगे. If it is a luxury property, if you given reference, we given free ticket for your family to Singapore. This is all what brands experiment, and beyond this also. I'm saying this is a minimum format of referral. There's a Bhumi Pujan which is happening for a property, or a handover which is happening of the flats. Now brands have started organizing a group puja there. कि आप लोग ही आइए और आप ही आपकी भूमि पे जहाँ पे आपने बुकिंग लिया है अभी उस भूमि का पूजन हमारे कस्टमर्स ही करेंगे, कोई चीफ गेस्ट नहीं. सो दे आर मेकिंग द कस्टमर्स फील स्पेशल, एंड बिकॉज दिस इज वेरी इमोशनल. जहाँ पे आदमी को अपना 20 साल 25 साल 50 साल निकालना है, दे आर वेरी मच इनटू अटैचिंग टू दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रॉपर्टी, बिकॉज हर किसी का एक रिलीजियस वैल्यू रहता है. Content marketing is again, okay, this slide is content marketing. Now, apart from hardcore selling, advertising, lead generation, talking about the project in various ways, brands have also become aware that we need to approach to customers not only by selling कि मेरा ये product है, मतलब it's not like चाय ले लो, or it is not 2 BHK 2 BHK 2 BHK that format. They are talking on a larger level to the world, which is I'll not play the video here, but this particular video has been done by one of the developers in Pune, Ravitkar Group hai, and they've done an reunion का एक concept लिया है, उसके around 2-3 stories create करी. So they are two old friends, this particular actor, Mr. Agashe, and this female, and then they are catching up after ages. I'm saying they're catching up after ages and sharing their experiences. So they're trying to connect to the end consumer in a very emotional way. They are not selling we are leaving. They are not telling that we are living in this particular brand or we are living in this particular brand's house. Then on particular website, you see a lot of blogs what are happening. Now this is broadly to when a consumer is buying something, he'll read about that particular locality. He'll read about what is happening in that market. ब्रांड के पास क्या है, प्लस ये ब्लॉग लिखने से एसईओ में भी काफी हेल्प होता है एंड कस्टमर का कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ता है ब्रांड के ऊपर. Brokers, channel partners in every city, every nook corner, from Panwala to 1,000 crore companies are into this business. This business, along with real estate, is getting highly professionalized, highly organized. Big players are making big money here. This is a phenomenal change what India is seeing today. Across all the markets, I'm saying. It's not only पहले क्या होता था, हमारे जान पहचान वाला गली में कोई किराना वाला कोई पान वाला उसको पता था कहाँ पे. आज प्रॉपर सेटअप कंपनीज जो कि डेवलपर जैसे काम करते हैं, जो कि दे ट्राई एंड पिक अप द एंटायर प्रोजेक्ट एंड दे से विल सेल इट फॉर यू. गिव अस इतना टका दो, इतना मार्केटिंग करो, विल सेल इट फॉर यू. दे वर्क ऑन स्लैब्स. आप एक फ्लैट बेचोगे तो इतना मिलेगा और 10 के ऊपर बेचोगे 3 मिलेगा. ये 10% तक भी उनको मिलता है ब्रोकरेजेस. मतलब 6 to 7% is normal. In very conservative scenario, I'm saying 3% आज hygiene हो गया है, but ये 3% को you can read is as even 10% के sell 10 and above. You get we do events, we do activations with brokers. In good markets, brokers are contributing to 70-80% of the project sales. मतलब 80% माल बिल्डर नहीं बेचता है, ब्रोकर बेचता है, जो कि बहुत बड़ा चीज है. वो 80% की वैल्यू के ऊपर वो अपना brokerage ले जाता है. So this is a CP event which happens. We invite all the brokers in that particular vicinity. They come, we talk about the project, this party, what happens. One of the examples from one of the brands of Pune is VTP. They had a challenge, I think, sell 500 apartments in a particular duration across so many projects. And if you reach that number, we give you, so ye check ka jo value apart from their 5-10% of brokerage is 1 crore 25 lakhs. So they've got additional over and above their brokerage to their company is ₹1.25 crore का check उनको मिला है. Mercedes, Audi gifting to the best performing brokers is normal hygiene in real estate category. So it's not about कि ये flat जो अच्छा बेचता है ना उसको builder मतलब you name it and he can. iPhone is very hygiene, Rolex is hygiene. So I'm saying Mercedes, Audi, 1 crore, 2 crores to a best performing company or a brokerage company is very normal in this category. Last of the lot here is soul selling. So one is your retail broker who's selling with every apartment. There are companies today like Anarog, Justo, Zanadu, Guardians, who are taking the entire project on soul selling. And they're saying, give us this project, we'll do entire thing for you. So builder did not have his sales team, builder did not have his marketing team. This companies takes the entire assignment from them and they charge a big number when the sales happens. So builder that way can focus on bigger things, bigger projects, sanctions, construction, and not into the day-to-day activity of sales and customers to milna hai, meeting karna hai. And a lot of bigger brands are also associating with these companies who are sales aggregators. They could, like, if you sell this project into 1 year, they could turn around it into 6 years. Now, इतना सब कुछ जो करना है, जो अपन बोल रहे हैं मार्केटिंग में 4 करोड़ इन्वेस्ट करना है, 1 करोड़ करना है, 40 करोड़ करना है. There's a marketing team at the client side, and there are multiple agencies also, brand and marketing, advertising agency, creative agency, your media buying agencies, your hoarding agencies, your digital marketing agencies, events, activations, public relations, जो news articles है, market research agencies है, photographers, shoots, videographers, 3D renders, walkthroughs, celebrity management, and there are tons of agencies like emailer, SMS, WhatsApp. So there's no limit to what you could, even, I'm saying an SMS vendor who sells it at 10 paisa, 15 paisa per SMS earns into crores. क्योंकि जब brand उससे जाता है, उसका margin 2 पैसे का होता है, बोलता है मेरे को 1 करोड़ SMS चाहिए, which I'll use in 6 months. So 1 करोड़ into आप 2 पैसे का भी margin लिया, तो it is a huge amount. And there are multiple brands like this. So last thing from my end, all what I've shared, I'm sharing it with you in the form of this bird here. So thank you so much, guys, and wonderful session. Before we get into Q&A, and I hand it over to you. This is my LinkedIn profile. You can search me by Gaurav Doshi. If you have any positive feedback of this session, let's connect here. Share your feedback. More than happy connecting, marketing myself here. And over to you. Any questions, any queries, send me a personal DM on my LinkedIn, best and convenient format for me to respond to you. Thank you. Hand over to you, Professor Bhagishri.
Yes, students, if you have any questions, please, we can have 2 to 3 questions, please, if you have any.
I guess we have unmuted all the students, right? So they can ask by unmuting themselves. So we
Anybody,
are getting...
anybody who's asking a question, just mention your name and your city. So, would I?
So there is
Hello.
one question in chat.
Okay.
I think
Sir, any idea what's the
Yash,
recent?
his name is Yash. So the question is, sir, any idea what's the recent way to register into the real estate market as an agent?
See, as in channel partner, what we call today, or growth partners, or as in broker, RERA from September now has devised an exam which you need to give. But it's simple. You'll have to go as an individual to RERA website. The minimum cost there is 10,000 for an individual to register. But now you also need to give an exam to register as a agent on. But that's in simple exam. So if you have a basic understanding, I'm sure you'll be able to register as a broker on RERA's website.
So there's another question from Pramod sir. Google track our search results, and based on this, it's ad related to our searches. Which type of marketing is this?
So Google tracks your search results. This is called remarketing. The example I was giving of Amazon Pay, let's say you're purchasing a shirt or you're purchasing certain gadget there, earphones. You'll start seeing those particular things remarket on various platforms. And these are called Google search ads. So everything is integrated. आप Google पे कुछ search करते हैं, Amazon पे कुछ search करते हैं ना, because of your PIN, the brands are aware. When you say allow to all the things on your mobile, especially, you are allowing almost everything. To an extent, they can hear you also when your mobile is off and you're not using it. Even that's a possibility.
Hello.
So, yes,
Yeah.
Mahendra sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mahendra. Hi.
sir, do you use business analytics as a part of your like uh, like doing analysis kind of thing? Do you use business analytics in your company?
See, personally, I don't use business analytics, but there are brands, there are companies who use various technologies and various formats of analysis and research to reach to a certain result. So personally, I'll say personally, I don't use it in a very active way. For me, it's more about Excels and getting things out and rolling it out because I work as a consultant and into my own format. But brand side पे वो लोग कुछ ना कुछ तो करते ही हैं.
Okay, thank you.
Most welcome.
So we do have 2 to 3 questions in chat. So Sandeep Ambedkar is asking, can anybody do scam by doing false marketing on real estate?
See, scam is even possible on, मतलब, see, there's no scam possible if you don't pay. I'm just saying, अगर आप 50 लाख उसको दोगे तो मतलब वो आप scam में नहीं दे सकते हो. But you need to be aware there are certain examples which happens. मतलब, you know, one property is sold out to 2 persons because somebody has an influence and it could change your details in the government and registration. So there is 1% possibility in any category, मतलब that you cannot deny कि यहाँ पे नहीं हो सकता है. And real estate कैसा है? There's big money there. One land parcel 5 लोगों के नाम पे निकलता है. तो वो सब possibilities रहता है. But as in, you know, after RERA coming in, the objective of RERA is to get confidence back in the customers. कि if we are there, we ensure the things are right.
So one more question is there, sir, from Devdatta, sir. How to decide what is the best marketing way with a product? Any benchmarking guidelines are there?
See, there's no sure shot formula which is the best marketing way. At what stage your brand is, I'm just saying not even real estate. आप जो भी बिजनेस में है या जो भी आपका एस्पिरेशन है या कोई भी बिजनेस आपके माइंड में है, वहां पर हर का केस अलग है. कोई व्हाट्सएप पे भी हजारों का धंधा कर जाता है, व्हाट्सएप स्टेटस डाल के भी. हम सिंग योर लोकल शॉप्स, योर किराना वाला, दे जस्ट नीड व्हाट्सएप स्टेटस के आज आई हैव ऑयल एट दिस प्राइस. And there are brands who invest crores and they fail it all. They fail the marketing game also. But if you ask me in generic, when we talk about brands, no medium works in isolation. आपको कैसा है कि आपकी ब्रांड के लिए, आपके प्रोडक्ट के लिए, you will have to plan the entire marketing activity as one thing. And it does not imply that you need to invest 10 lakhs in it. It could be your 50,000 investments in marketing over 6 months or 1 year. But you need to plan it. So there's no sure shot formula here that this is the best thing. I think there's one more question from Pramod, right?
Yes, sir. So I think that is more kind of what has happened with him. So he's saying in Instagram, I saw my May scam advertisement.
Right.
He purchased products based on their images and video, but the time he got the delivery, that was the different product. He's saying.
Yeah, but that's all, that happens. I'm not the one who shared this ad, so.
So one question is there, sir. I just forgot. So Diresh sir is asking, out of all these examples which you gave, which mode of marketing gives the best outcome?
I've just okay. This is what we, I think, answered right now, right?
That was different, sir, I guess.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Sumit sir.
Hello, sir. I'm an architect actually, but I want to have my firm not very soon, but in in few years. So I just don't want to be a designing firm. I also want to do like design and execution, more like service based, like live space or homeland. So how do I start with? I mean, how to build a brand when you have limited capital in the starting?
See, important thing for your brand is in today's market ना कि आपका प्रोडक्ट सही होना चाहिए, आपका सर्विसेज सही होना चाहिए. You cannot, मतलब, you know, I'm just putting very fair perspective, not saying you know what you're doing is not the right thing. But what happens with the startup models is कि they don't believe in investing into advertising and marketing. I'm saying advertising and marketing जाने दो, उनको लगता है हमारा विजिटिंग कार्ड कोई फ्री में कर देगा ना तो अच्छा है, मेरा दोस्त डिजाइन करता है. But if you get done your visiting card, your logo, your collaterals nicely and start presenting yourself nicely, make a good presentation of yourself, and start promoting your work on Facebook and Instagram. That's a good way to create a brand. But design something which is nice so people take you seriously. They should not think यार एक मतलब I'm just not saying right or wrong, but 1,000 रुपए में कुछ लोगो डिजाइन कर लिया, वो स्टूडियो पे बैठा था, प्रिंटर को ही बोला भाई कुछ तो लिख दे नाम नंबर एंड हो जाएगा. वैसा मत कीजिए if you have a serious business to be pursued.
Thank you, sir.
So we can have the last question, which is asked by Robbie. So he's asking, post the pandemic, the real estate business had came down. Work from home has caught up. Still, why do you think the real estate market will bloom? Boom, sorry.
मतलब good question. See, work from home has boosted up. तो घर तो सबको चाहिए, राइट? और अभी बड़ा घर चाहिए क्योंकि जो भी ऑफिस जा रहे थे अभी वो घर से काम कर रहे हैं एंड विद किड्स एंड एवरीथिंग. So there is no question, no doubt कि real estate in terms of housing and residential is in boom. Commercial, the model has changed. The approach has changed. The smaller commercial offices are facing a challenge in the market where we thought a CA or a doctor or a lawyer would need an office. But there are big commercial houses which are evolving their model and hybrid models coming back into business. If you think long term, we are thinking only of IT companies and certain big companies. But Indian economy is also bigger part, 80%, which is beyond these companies. I'm saying in terms of manpower. और जो बनिया कंपनी है ना, उसको आदमी काम हुआ नहीं हुआ, आदमी ऑफिस में चाहिए, और आदमी ऑफिस में चाहिए तो उसको ऑफिस लगेगा, right? So if we keep aside the case studies of only TCS and Infosys type say, where they're still evolving, or Tesla, what we read on Twitter, the rest of the world need banda in the office. कि आप ऑफिस आइए और 9 to 5 तो आपको चाहिए ही चाहिए, एंड इंडियन सिनेरियो में 9 to 9 भी हो गया, तो देयर इज नो हार्म देयर. So undoubtedly, and this is, I think this is my understanding, but if you go by government research, the way the infrastructure is evolving, the way where we are, the way the projections are being made, everybody is counting on real estate, and that's one of the reasons brands like Tata, Godrej's, Mahindras are jumping into this business big time, and they are washing away the normal developer. I'm saying जिसके पास appetite नहीं है बड़ी city में, these brands eventually will eat them up. Hope this answers to some extent your question.
Yes, I think we are done with the Q&A. I believe students have got all the answers regarding the real estate branding and marketing. So I would request my students to kindly switch on their cameras so that we can have a small photo of ourselves. Team, are you there?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay.
Well, it looks so lively now. Otherwise, like talking to screen ना marketing वालों के लिए tough हो जाता है. Hi, good to see you. Yeah, now I can say hi. मतलब they're actual faces. It's not dummy account created by Professor Bhagyashri.
Hello.
Just kidding. It's good to.
Yes,
Hi everyone. Nice guys. Good to see you face to face. So hope you enjoyed it. Do reach on LinkedIn. Whoever is on LinkedIn, जो LinkedIn में नहीं है, even if you don't reach, if you're professionals, create your LinkedIn profile.
Sir, I
start
want
using
to
it.
ask one question.
Yeah.
बहुत से लोग रियल एस्टेट को साइड बिजनेस मानते हैं कि बहुत से, क्योंकि वो टारगेटेड बिजनेस कहते हैं इसे, और कई दफा ऐसा होता है कि वो सीजनल होता है और बहुत सारे लोग अपने जान पहचान से प्रॉपर्टीज खरीदते हैं, तो इस वजह से ज्यादातर ये रियल एस्टेट में बहुत ही कम चांसेस होते हैं, फिक्स अमाउंट नहीं होता उन्हें सिक्योरिटी के लिए. जैसे
आप कौन सी सिटी से हैं? आप कौन सी सिटी से? I'm just asking प्रिया, आप कहाँ से? मतलब वो
हम सोलापुर.
अच्छा, प्रिया क्या होता है कि हर सिटी का एक अलग डायनामिक्स है. अभी आप सोलापुर का बोलेंगे तो वहां पर कैसे, लेट्स से जो नेटिव सोलापुर की ऑडियंस है वो 80% रहेगी. द रीजन आई वाज आस्किंग, तो वहां पर कैसे होता है, कंफर्ट लेवल होता है कि मैं इस बंदे से खरीदूंगा या ज्वेलरी इस बंदे से खरीदूंगा, घर इसके फ्लैट में खरीदूंगा तो ये बंदा सही है, इसका कंस्ट्रक्शन क्वालिटी ठीक है. But when you go to bigger cities also, I'm saying like, I'm from Pune city में कैसा रहता है कि a person, I'm from Rajasthan, my native is Rajasthan, I'm staying here for 15 years in Pune. So I don't have that local loyalty here. What I go is, a consumer like me who's a Cosmo customer will go into a format where he's comfortable buying with Godrej or he's comfortable buying with Loda as compared to any local brand. और जो आप क्वेश्चन बोल रहे हैं वो हो सकता है एक ब्रोकर फॉर्मेट से रहता है, तो वो एक अलग different business case study where it's not only selling a property or renting a property, it's all about land deals also there to make a
No,
consistent
even
income.
I was getting many offers from real estate jobs, but I'm denied because there was not surety about amount we get, not salary but incentives. So I denied most of the offers just because there was no surety, na.
See,
It's
इसमें ऐसा है कि
target related business. It's target related business, and in many even बहुत से इसमें सीजनल भी हो जाता है, क्योंकि कुछ अगर मंथ है जहाँ पे परचेस नहीं करते लैंड, कुछ ऐसा मानते हैं लोग.
सी देखिए, थोड़ा सा आप अगर मतलब इसका आई गेट सी दैट माइंडसेट वाला गेम है प्रिया. दिस इज ब्रॉडली, अगर आप एक माइंडसेट से है कि मुझे मंथली 50,000 25,000 अकाउंट में चाहिए, देन द ब्रोकिंग साइड इज नॉट फॉर यू. बट आपका माइंडसेट है कि 6 मंथ मुझे मेहनत करा, मैंने लीड्स करा, वॉक इन करा, कन्वर्जन करा, एक कन्वर्जन में अगर मेरे को 25 लाख 5 लाख 1 लाख छूट गया, दैट इज दैट गेम. सो इन बिगर प्रोजेक्ट्स, बिगर सिटीज, अब ब्रोकर्स का फॉर्मेट क्या रहता है? दे आर नॉट सेलिंग एवरी डे. इवन आई एम सेइंग एन इंडिविजुअल ब्रोकर, वो साल में 5 डील ऐसा मारते हैं, 10 डील ऐसा मारते हैं, महीने का 1 डील ऐसा मारते हैं कि उनका साल कवर अप हो जाता है. तो अपन जो 9 से आई एम सेइंग 9 to 6 का जॉब करके व्हाट वी मेक मनी, they may possibly make that 20 lakhs or 10 lakhs in that one deal also, or 5 lakhs. So that is the kind of scope it has. Now it depends on your individual appetite and your personal mindset and circumstances where you are. Does it work for you or not? Hope it helps answer to some extent.
Sir, one question is there.
Yes, Sandeep.
See, the application form which we are filling with the real estate, these agents, that data is secure with that particular real estate agency. Now, if we are not interested in that property, after some days we got a call from the another real estate agency, and they know that we are in searching of that this particular project. So this data is selling or sharing by that original real estate agency to the another real estate agency, because we don't understand कि ये कैसा डेटा मतलब एक दूसरे के पास जाता है, फ्लो होता है.
वो नहीं समझा तो बेटर है संदीप जी. बट स्टिल आई एम सेइंग ये बड़ा गेम है, क्योंकि एक डील के ऊपर आपने अगर प्रॉपर्टी खरीदा, वो 2% का रेवेन्यू बढ़ा है, तो आई एम जस्ट सेइंग कि लेट्स से आई एम वर्किंग विद एक्स कंपनी टुडे and मेरा प्रॉपर्टी में आपने नहीं खरीदा. Now I'm just saying, there's a possibility I'll pass that lead to somebody whom I know in a different company. If I switch my job, that data is still stored in my mobile. I'll re-approach you. And if you applied on Magic Bricks, example, आपने Magic Bricks पे कोई प्रॉपर्टी सर्च करा था, आपने 2 BHK in particular location, particular property, तो Magic Bricks का फॉर्मेट ये है कि वो वही लीड डेटा लेके सब में बांट देता है. मतलब वहाँ के जो कैचमेंट के 50 ब्रोकर्स है, 100 ब्रोकर्स है, सबको दे देता है. ये कैसा है कि आप आज की दुकान, मतलब ऐसा इट्स ओपन मार्केट एंड द डेटा व्हाट वी सी टुडे इज द न्यू ऑयल. आज से 50 साल पहले ऑयल वाज द न्यू इकोनॉमी. आज डेटा इज द न्यू इकोनॉमी. अब फेसबुक वाले, गूगल वाले सब डेटा पे आपके मोबाइल नंबर और ईमेल आईडी और मेरे मोबाइल नंबर ईमेल आईडी पे दे आर अर्निंग इनटू बिलियंस एंड मिलियंस. सो मतलब they don't sell it, but it is, I'm saying, very natural. You get calls even places you have never applied. आपको लगता है ये कंपनी से मेरा कभी बात ही नहीं हुआ. Forget real estate. HDFC वाले इतना कॉल करते हैं कि
I think we have given most of the answers, sir, and I think our team has also taken the screenshot. So I would like to give the vote of thanks now. Before vote of thanks, I request students to please wait. There are some important announcements at the end. So, sir, it was an honor and our privilege to have you once again at our Spectrum, that is Conclave of MITSD 2023. Thank you so much for your time, which you gave us on Sunday, and your insights and aspects regarding real estate marketing was truly valuable. The examples, posts, videos which you shared in terms of branding and marketing with the help of real estate developers, which are well known in Pune, basically. So that was really helpful for all of us. And we would love to have many full insightful sessions of yours in the future. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ashna. Thank you so much, Professor Bhagyashree. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, friends. I'll take your leave and good interacting with you. Have a good day.
Definitely.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, sir.
All the best.